I chose that research program because I wanted to start my research career in Texas Tech and beyond. The opportunity there was to study aeroelastic flutter. That was part of aerospace engineering where I was headed, and so I thought it'd be a great experience to get myself started. My name is Logan Boyd. I am a senior in mechanical engineering, and I did a research abroad program near Tokyo, Japan at Aoyama Gakuen University. We had the option to either join one of their projects or build our own, so I partnered with a first-year master's student on his research on aeroelastic flutter, which is a phenomenon that happens to airplane wings. The experience that I built there has fed directly into starting my research here at Texas Tech. I've begun to study synthetic jet actuators, which is another device used on airplane wings. So the research that I got there, modeling fluid dynamics simulations, has directly correlated and translated into my current work. Having begun my research here, the time that I had at a low pressure environment to simply learn the CFD software and the process of research was tremendous in advising and helping me understand as I do my research here at Texas Tech. The research process is slow, sometimes you can get stuck up, and getting that experience again in a low pressure environment where you're simply there to learn is tremendously valuable when you come back. Like I mentioned beforehand, research takes time, and much like an internship, in the first week or so, you really have no idea what you're doing. That can be extremely daunting, especially when there's pressure on you, since it's not a study abroad program, to somehow come up with your own research in a short amount of time and be impressive to produce great results. But it's natural to have that adjustment period where you really are adjusting to the lab, the environment, the equipment, and the people. So just low expectations and to move into your research very gradually. Using the equipment, the testing software, the wind tunnels that they have over there was invaluable, of course, but there's also the dynamic of working with students outside of the culture and the academic environment that you're used to. You will have to overcome somewhat of an English barrier and communicate through math and through the academic language used in these fields. So patience and communication skills was a large part, along with the technical aspect of the research. Fourth-year Japanese students almost entirely focus on research. Instead of a building project like fourth-year engineering students here, they focus entirely on a research thesis as undergraduates. So the environment that you're working on at this particular university will be entirely with research students who generally live nearby, wake up and come to the lab around 10 o'clock, very loose schedule. As with all research, you are responsible for your own work, and so you determine your own schedule. Generally, students will work until about 5 or 6 and then go home or stay, as may be the case, and repeat the next day. At the end of the program is an opportunity to present your research to your particular lab and your supervising professor. So I had the opportunity to work on my academic Japanese as a half Japanese student to present in both English and Japanese. That particular research was not published. I will need a little more than 2 months to do that. But I'm now planning to participate in the same program this particular summer and to continue the research I've begun here at Texas Tech, finalize it there, and publish the research that I do this summer there. I spent actually the entire summer there. I got there a week early, stayed with family, did a little bit of travel. I then focused on my program for the 2 months. And after those 2 months were over, I then spent the next month again traveling. I did something that I really wanted to do for a long time, which was to climb Mount Fuji. And so that's just an example of what you can do with any abroad program, is to take yourself anywhere and climb any mountains that you can. You're only limited by your own ambition and initiative.